All right, everybody, welcome back to ESA Summer Online. We are raising money for Alzheimer's Fonden. Links to donate can be found below the stream. We would also like to thank Kaspersky, Twitch, and ViewSonic for sponsoring our event. Now it is time for Plastic Rainbow, who is running Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness. Take it away.
Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the Tomb Raider vlog, or Tomb vlog. And here I'm Plastic Rainbow, and as a commentator, here's Dragon Kane. Dragon Kane, I want you to introduce yourself a little bit.
Hello everybody, I also run Tomb Raider games. I kind of routed this category with the help of a few others, including Plastic himself. He found like quite a lot of the important tricks right now.
yeah. So yeah, I guess we are ready to go. So the run starts after the first loading screen, but so it's kind of awkward to give you a countdown, but I'll try my best. So let's go. So 3, 2, 1, go. So we start in the first level, and first thing we're going to do is just going to pull the Hogwarts way, where we just jump into the door and she'll just clip through it. So we are at this unused tutorial segment, but we're going to ignore every tutorial because actually this is right next to the end of the level. So if we just go here, okay, I just messed up the jump again. That's okay. It just starts. So if I
want to mention that the reason he ran all the way to the end of the block there is because the trigger for the end of the level only appears if you go there or if you go to a other specific location in level. So that's why we need to go there.
yeah,
And he just he just jumped through an elevator door. That's
yeah, that
normal.
skips.
Trust me.
That skips everything in this second level. So, and here comes another very fun level. I think you can explain what I'm going to do next.
Yep. So he's pretty much going to fall down onto the streets without taking any damage. He's going to use the Commando crawl, which if you move to the side during a crawl and you immediately let go of the crouch, then she just kind of floats down and nothing happens, and you can use it to clip out of bounds or to just fall.
Any kind of animation, Lara becomes impervious to any damage or collisions or stuff. So yeah, so those things will happen a lot. So and yeah, also pulling those boxes actually made. Oh, I think the stream died for a second, but I hope it's back right now.
Yep, no, you're fine. Keep going.
Okay, I'll just keep going.
Fine.
Okay, so those are one of those ability upgrade system in this game that cut out and implemented in a weird way. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of them. And also here comes a skip the dragon bound. Let's see if I can do it. There we go. So
Yeah,
normally,
I originally found this for Glitchless, and it skips having to climb that really long ladder that he initially jumped towards.
yeah.
It's just like it saves like about 10 seconds, and it's really hard to do in Glitchless actually because you don't have this extra leg upgrade that he just got at the bottom.
Yeah. By the way, we have this unskippable dialogue section where we just choose the right options, and it ends. But however, I think this would be a great time to wait a second. My internet's dying again. Okay, it's back, but it's very unstable. Okay, this is really not great. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do right now is Alt plus F4. Now, what this does is that normally there's a cutscene pops up right after this dialogue, but however, If we interrupt that with the escape message, this will actually make game forget that there was a cutscene there, so you can skip the cutscene pretty much instantly without the bait in and bait outs you normally would get if you just skip the cutscene normally. So yeah.
I wonder why exactly.
So by the way, Dragon, I think we actually need to explain why this category exists, you know?
Okay, so basically, I was kind of burnt out from trying out any percent in Glitchless, so I was like, maybe I should route no major glitches category, you know? Just all fun, all good fun. And when it came to naming the category, there were a few different names that came to mind. One was, of course, no major glitches. The second one was AMD percent. Now, this is like a kind of an inside joke because if you have an AMD processor, this game tends to really not like that. Some glitches just straight up don't even work on it. And some stuff is like maybe more broken, I don't know. But I ultimately decided that that I'm gonna suggest naming it BTG because the category name already existed in Tomb Raider Anniversary, where a runner called Fox got really fed up with the glitchless category rather than no major glitches category and just called it better than glitchless because he was salty at glitchless. And that's basically the background for why we call it better than glitchless.
And actually it was routed by mostly 3 people, Dragon Kane and Tekwa and Kayumon, I believe. Yeah. And
yeah, he helped at the beginning.
Yeah, I jumped on either. Oh, by the way, here comes another glitch. In this game, there's a stealth mode, and in the stealth mode, you can hold the wall, but actually that allows you to clip through into certain part of the level. So instead, I just skipped this whole level by doing that. Like, normally this level is really, really long, you know? Like, I think Dragon knows that very well.
Yeah, this is like a whole section where you need to do like a bunch of different mini levels, go here, go there, talk to this person, talk to that person, get a code. and then eventually return to this place where you can just get by because everything is ruined because somebody broke in. But with the help of the stealth bug, we can just get past that wall and be on our way. The stealth bug is like probably the biggest deal in this category, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, there's another really big scheme coming up yet too, but yeah.
Yeah. Later on, we're gonna use the stealth bug to get past like what 6 levels?
Yeah, 6 or 7 levels. I actually cannot count them once correctly because it's weird. So basically now we are trying to get into the lower galleries, and in order to get there we actually have to use this drawer because I don't know, I think the video games always need an excuse to put a through level, you know. So now first part of this level is actually there's nothing going on. I just instead climb this pipe just to get an upper body upgrade, or you get the lines arms feel stronger, you know. Yeah, so but later that there will be a lot of funny things happening very soon. So by the way, if I can
for that.
if I can do this strat the War Tiger came with it. I actually did it in the practice few times, so let's see how that goes. Okay, got it. No fall damage at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic. Let me just crouch and float down.
Yeah, that's another classic example of well, Lara is in any kind of animation, she just becomes impervious to any damage. So
yeah,
by the way,
doesn't care.
Yeah, by the way, when I ran this game at the AGDQ 2019 any person category, actually there's one little glitch that I really wanted to showcase, but because of delay I couldn't showcase it. So there's where I learned the lesson that if I do it in the middle of the run, no one can stop me. So I'm going to do it right away. So So do you guys remember that Lara said his legs feel stronger? Actually, that entails a lot of things, you know. As you can see right here, she's just climbing this pipe without actually holding it. So, but this is not the only thing that she can do. Instead, what she can do here is she can just hold on to this ledge without actually holding it. But here's the best part. So I'm just going to climb back up before my stamina drains out. So let's see how that goes. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There's the little glitch showcase. So let's get right back into the action again. So now because I finally made Lara's arm strong, I can actually turn these valves. So now there's a little bit of setup I do in order to get the next clip. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, so once again, he's going to use the commando crawl to clip into the wall and then to get out of bounds, to fall out of bounds. Because normally, if he does anything else, the game would just push him back in bounds. So we need to do this here to fall down and fall out of bounds, hopefully.
I tried to save it, but I couldn't do it. So let's try
you can
again.
do like a cute recovery there sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's...
Swimming. Okay. I did a really dumb mistake. I think I went inbound accidentally. That's a really silly mistake. I shouldn't do that. And then wait for the audio cue. Now we're really outside the level, but we can still swim because game thinks that we are still inside the water.
Yeah, the developers never thought about like you exiting the water sideways as opposed to exiting it vertically.
Okay, so now
you can just swim forever.
yeah, we use that to skip some part of the levels again, and then okay, I saved it. Nice. Okay,
Nice.
so no, now I'm going to save the set up some bomb, but I don't actually trust her, so I'm going to set it up again. I might have set up the bomb too early. Let's try it again. Okay, this looks fine, you know. Everything went as planned, so this is completely fine. So don't worry about it.
Yep, everything is completely normal. And hey, at least it's clean in the Louvre, right?
Yeah, right.
Never
It is
mind
not like
that
Terminator
you were
4
just on
where
fire
actually
a few seconds ago.
yeah, it is not like Terminator 4 actually where the fire carries on to the next level, so we can just we don't need to get a infinite matter effect for the just section, you know.
Yeah, this game really saves you after each level.
Yeah. So now I have to go through this very good security system, and it is definitely not that this game control is flawless. It actually definitely not that this game control has some flaws that it makes this part really frustrating.
But if you do it correctly in a really clean way, it's very satisfying.
Yeah,
So that's why I like this room.
actually there's a way to do go through that room that actually skip this unskippable cutscene here, but there's a reason why we actually don't do it. You
Yeah,
probably
it's
know.
super RNG heavy, and it's very difficult by itself already.
Yeah. Like it.
But very soon, you guys are going to see why this game is called the Angel of Darkness.
Yeah, obviously.
Just in like a minute or like half a minute, you'll see.
Okay, I get rid of these two guys.
I need to reach the new excavation.
As you can see, normally in order to get through this door, you normally need a security pass, but instead, if I do it correctly, I can use another stealth glitch to go through that door. Then here comes the fun part.
Yep, this is where the Angel of Darkness kicks in. So you have to do stuff like this in any percent as well, but in BTG, I think this is the only place where we actually have to navigate out of bounds without... Well, actually, this is still inbounds. But we
Yeah,
can't
this is
see anything.
inbound.
It's not loaded.
Okay, this
So
one
that-
is going really bad, you know.
That door that he just went past is like the only thing we can see. It's like the only thing that we can use for orientation.
Okay, there you go. So now we're at
But
the
you
dig
got the
level.
door, very nice.
Here comes another big skip. So normally this dig level leads to another 6 or 7 levels, whatever. But after you complete all of them, you return to this level from that door that I just went. So because I just went that door, the game thinks that I've been through all those levels, so we can just skip them completely like doing that. Like this is, I'm gonna say this is the biggest skip in this game.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys caught that because it was very subtle, but one way to tell that he actually got it, by the way, the trigger was on the trapdoor or around there. That's why he needed to go all the way there. There was a gate when he began the level right in front of him, and it was partially open. But once you get the trigger at the trapdoor, that gate actually closes because the game thinks that you're already in the second version of the level.
Oh,
So
by the
that's
way,
a way to tell. Got it.
here's
Here's
another
another.
dark these
I
sections.
forgot about this one. This one was found last summer. This segment here. I was actually in a call with fellow Tomb Raider runner Tekwa, and he was streaming the game to me, and I was like, "Hey, what if you just like do a stealth bug at that door?" And he tried it, and it worked. And it turned out that it's actually really easy as well.
Yeah.
The only difficult part is navigating in the darkness.
Oh, by the way, here's another.
My legs feel stronger.
Yeah, there you go. We just kicked that door. Now
There we
she gets a leg upgrade, so she can now sprint, just like in real life. So also I pick up this ammo because this has a weird property where if you don't have pick up the handgun before, you can just pick it up infinite times for some reasons.
Yeah,
And-
it's a very big oversight that if you don't pick up the gun and you pick that ammo up instead, then you have an infinite ammo source there for some reason. But if you pick up the gun and then try to pick the ammo up, then it disappears. And here he just used the crawl again to get out of bounds.
Okay, I'm just really bad at this skip, by the way. So normally what you're
this is kind
supposed
of
to
a
do
tricky
is you're
curve up.
supposed to pick up one of the items in the room to trigger the first phase of the boss fight, but instead we're going to just go straight into the last fight like this. So I'm going to deal with him. So until then, I think you Arcade, you can read out some message you want.
One thing I just wanted to mention before that is like the way this boss works is, yes, it normally has 3 phases, but the game only cares about this last one. So as long as you get here and shoot him down, then you're completely fine. Alright, that's all I wanted to say.
No worries.
Oh, no!
Run here. I think my legs feel stronger too every time we're watching this.
Yeah.
But yeah, just want to let everybody know we are raising money for Alzheimer's Fonden here. And throughout the marathon here, we do have a number of bid wars that you can put your donations towards here. Again, all your donations are going straight to the charity there. And of course, we also have a doubling in effect right now from our sponsor Kaspersky. They will be doubling any donations made up to $5,000 from now until a specific threshold. I will confirm that later. But looking at the bids that we have available right now, we have got the Super Monkey Ball All Difficulties run, which has a Master 1 Skip bonus run, which will showcase 20 more levels of Super Monkey Ball that aren't seen in the base run. Some of them being the most difficult stages that the game has to offer. And we're going to watch them being utterly decimated if we can hit $200 on that that. It's currently sitting at 155, so only needs $45 more for that one. Do please keep your donations coming in, and enjoy the rest of this run.
Oh yeah. By the way, we're actually out of Paris and we're at Prague. And I never visit Prague. I think from this game, it tries to tell me that grounded Prague is not that solid, you know.
Yeah, so what I wanted to say is you guys could see in the boss fight he did that obviously if you kill someone, they're just going to stand right there and nothing happens. That's how it works in real life. And at the start of this level, he kind of just did a swan dive and clipped through a trapdoor. That's because just a very specific part of that trapdoor is not solid. So if you swan dive onto it, you can just clip through. Okay. And right now he's trying to do a long range pickup, which he just got. Very nice.
Yeah, if you just run against the wall and crouch, actually you can pick up the item that is actually technically behind the wall, so you don't actually have to put password in it. And I'm playing like really bad right now.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Also, invisible staircase hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, and normally you're supposed to do a puzzle which lowers that pretty part of the room and creates a spiral staircase, but we just skipped that because, of course.
Yeah. And here comes the real fun part. Let's go. Hello, buddy. So, if you never... What?
Did you get it? Did you
yeah, I think I got it, but in another funny way. So, nice. Okay, I should just reset the game. Yeah. Just keep explaining what actually happened there. So, yeah.
So, most of you guys probably don't know what that was. That conversation there is so well made that if you just try to interact with Ludwig, the game just has like a certain chance to soft lock you at any point during the conversation on any line, and it'll just get stuck and there's nothing you can do except quit the game.
By the way, anytime, at least this time, we actually passed the first line. Oh, by the way, those dogs and gunshots are actual enemy in this game trying to attack Lara inside the cutscene. So that's another very quality things about this game.
Yes, and sometimes you can get the guard to like shoot in a very good rhythm and the dog barks at a very good rhythm and you can just create mixtapes.
Yeah.
But it's way too gothic for me. If you uncover anything,
looks good.
First shot at it, huh?
Yeah, so far from my experience in this category, if you don't get soft lock on the first line, it's very likely that you'll get past the whole thing.
Yeah.
But in any percent, if you choose to take this dialogue, then you can get soft lock on any of the lines. And in Glitchless, we actually play on the Japanese version, which is way more stable. And we've never witnessed a soft lock on the Japanese version, so that's...
Okay, I actually need to reset this, I think, yeah. I think I cannot save this. So what happened is that actually for this level, I actually has enough HP to get this level. But however, there's a nasty glitch where I can guard in this level just drain your HP in the matter of seconds. So, and I unfortunately got that in that first guard there.
Yeah, so basically damage is random in this game because just another quality thing we might as well have. Your damage is actually random as well, but it can be like I think 3 or 4 different damage numbers, so that's like okay to deal with. But the guards, especially these ones, can deal like anywhere from like very little amount of damage to straight up one hit kill you.
Yeah.
So anything between those two things can happen. So it all just depends on how lucky you get.
Yeah. I think that was
sometimes if you get really lucky, they just stay in the pose where they try to shoot you, but they don't even shoot at all. So that can happen as well.
If only that glitch does happen, we can actually use a quick save or kick load to reset the enemy's attack animations so that we can actually reduce the amount of damage we're going to get. But in that case, there's no way I could have prevented this, to be honest. Yeah, it's just bad RNG, you know.
Yeah, that's like especially bad because honestly I've never seen that guard specifically doing that.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
yeah.
it can happen with any of the guards, but I've just never like seen that one
Yeah.
bug out like that.
It
usually happens with the guard that's coming up, actually.
Actually, it's kind of at the point where we actually talk about every wall clip in this game. Like, we actually also did one, but we actually didn't mention it. And also, here's the thing called band skip. So we just get into this band by just cycling onto it, and then game will push us inside the band. And here's another very risky part. Okay, the game didn't crash.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah. So in some points during this section where you climb around in this bend, the game can just crash for no reason.
Okay, that guard did that.
Oh, you
that
got the you got the gun glitch.
No, why is she aiming onto that one? Glad I knew how to change target in this game, which game actually doesn't tell you until it needs to.
Oh yeah, so a very interesting thing in this game, you have to switch targets by pressing the roll button, which is like just very random and just why. But yeah, that's how it works. And also, he just jumped through railing, which is normally solid, but if you jump through that part of it with a running jump, then you can just get past it for some reason.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a thin collision, and there are ways to get past thin collision in this game. You'll see more examples later on. The trapdoor in the Monstrum crime scene, the snow level, was one of them.
Yeah, so basically now we have to jump over these lasers. Some of them you're not supposed to jump over it. I think some of them you're supposed to use a commander crumble that slow, so we just jump instead. And actually, hitbox for those lasers are actually very large. It is very unfair, to be honest.
Very nice. They're very easy to get hit by, and all of them are one-hit kills. So there's nothing you can do if you hit them. You just die. And it's also annoying because normally, if you die from, like, let's say fall damage in this game, you're allowed to press the quick load button as soon as you want. But there are certain deaths in the game, like for example drowning or getting hit by those lasers, where you actually have to wait for the whole death animation, which takes like really long time, and then you can manually load back in, which just sucks.
Yeah, that's why I don't use a shortcut in the maximum containment area, you know? Which I'll probably explain later, yeah. So here's another little minor glitch coming up, which is called the slope bug. You can just stand on this slope. It normally should slide you down, but if you're somewhat close to the 90 degrees and you try and flip onto it, the game just lets you stand there. It's a really minor bug, but we actually use it here. It's actually patched on the current version of this game.
Yes, it is patched on the disc version, like the newest version that they published last, I guess.
It's the version you're likely to get if you buy this game from a Steam, or if you own a Japanese or Korean copy, you know.
Yeah, then it is also fixed.
Yeah. So we
because
actually...
I don't know about the Korean version, but the Japanese version only has one version. It only has one patch.
Yeah, Korean one is also only has the build 52, which is the recent version.
Yeah, the build 52.
Yeah.
I guess we should mention that we're doing this run and also the any percent run on version 49, which is I think it's the most broken.
I'm not sure about that, to be honest, because I think someone like War Tiger can answer that probably.
Yeah. Shout outs to R Tiger. He does a lot of research on this game,
By the
coding
way,
wise,
here's
and
another very fun glitch. Let's see if I can get it. Not the
yep,
one angle I want, but let's see.
it's called the tilt.
Yeah, Lara tilting. Okay, I'm just messing up the timing. Okay, oh no, I got it and immediately. Yeah, this is good. So she's now tilted, so that's why she can swim in the air. So you can probably explain why this works.
First off, I want to mention that here he clipped through this part of the floor again because it's a kind of a thin collision that for some reason you can clip through if you're going up like this. And second is the way this works is as you swim up, if you press the roll button right as you're about to surface, the game just freaks out and puts you in a very weird state where you swim upward. But you can only use directional keys, because if you use jump, which you would normally use to dive or to swim normally, then that will make you lose height and put you back in the water eventually.
Yeah, it's actually a glitch that very recently found,
Yeah,
and
pretty
I
recent one.
implemented in the BTG because I love the glitch.
It was a good call.
Yeah, by the way, we are almost end of this level, and after this level, I think some of you might be surprised.
Yeah, we're going to change characters.
Yeah, Lara is going to have some makeovers, you know.
Yeah, she's going to take a break. She's gonna like have some snacks or whatever. And
So,
instead we're just gonna play as Curtis and hunt some zombies, or not.
yeah. Well, Curtis can do also some funny things where he just clipped the floor. So yeah. So so many people like to call this guy a bootleg Curtis, you know. Bootleg Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
People
pretty
say
much
some
like
people
that.
say that this was this is the origin of Nathan Drake. And
Yeah.
as you guys can see, he's very good at crouching. He's a top-notch athlete when it comes to crouching.
Yeah. He can just clip through thin walls. Actually, it has to be thin. Thin walls. He just clipped through it. Like it's that easy. So it got found really easily and patched on the current version. You know. So
Yeah. And Lara is not able to do this in any of the versions because her animations are different.
yeah, but at least she can also clip the walls with the crouch with a different method. We actually banned in this category. So
Yeah, you have to quick save and quick load at just the right time to get enough. Well, I don't know if it's about momentum or character placement. It could
I
be the
just assume
combination
it's
as well.
like a long range pickup glitch. Works in the similar principle, maybe? I don't know. So anyway,
Maybe.
yeah,
But yeah, the point is you clip through like literally anything you want as long as you do it correctly, and it's a massive exploit. So we banned it in this category.
yeah, that clip method is really universal. So, so it made this category a bit more change in the routing. So yeah,
Yeah, and
but
you guys just saw that stealth clip with Curtis, which is actually very annoying because Curtis moves differently than Lara. He's very weird and just not precise. I mean, not like Lara is too precise either, but she's a lot more easy to control if you
yeah,
want to make small movements. But Curtis just on another level,
yeah,
completely weird, and it just sucks if you want to do the stealth clip there. Do a
just and clipping to some doors. So I think you can also read out any message you want, Arctic. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We've actually got a donation in here. We got a $20 donation in from Anonymous. So thank you very much for that. And again, I just want to let everybody know we are very, very close here to hitting $25,000 being raised. We're at 24,193 right now. So we are, let's do some quick math here. $807 away from hitting that. And don't forget as well that right now our sponsor Kaspersky are matching all donations coming in. So for every $1 donated, they will match it with $1 of their own, up to a total of $5,000. So do please keep your donations coming in. Take a look at the donation bid wars that are available on our donation page that you can find below the stream here or in the chat if you do !donate.
Sorry about all those splicing segments. So by the way, we are actually at the boss fight with the monster called the Protonephilim.
Boss fight in the game.
Yeah, this is the best boss fight in this game. If I just repeat the same thing over and over, and that's not just the whole boss fight. And there's another reason why speedrunner like this boss fight, because it requires very crucial skills, which is getting a good luck. So
yes. There are two different things where you can get lucky or unlucky during this boss fight. The first one is he climbs into this vent after each phase, and he can appear in 3 different locations, and basically they're all different in terms of speed. Now the one he just got is the fastest one, and the other 2 are slower. I think they're about the same, the other 2, but this one is significantly faster than them. And the second way you can get lucky is sometimes if you get the right amount of damage, the game can just make it so that the boss doesn't go for the last phase, and instead it just gives you the cutscene where you defeated it and all as well.
Yeah, if I got lucky, yeah, I would have the boss fight would have ended here, but obviously, yeah, and one shot and he's dead.
Yeah, that's just the best when you have to wait like an extra 5 seconds only for one shot to end it.
So yeah.
And yeah, this because of all the luck elements in this boss fight in particular, speedrunners really love it in the N% category, because you can lose like up to half a minute, if not more, just by getting unlucky.
Okay, I think I didn't got a good turret RNG, but I'm going to go for it anyway. So let's see.
Yeah, so the turrets in this level can sometimes just derp out, and they won't work at all. They will, their head will be upside down, and they won't hit you unless you get like really close to them and you get unlucky. But it looks like they're working completely normal for him right now, which is unfortunate for this speedrun, but
okay. Let's hope she actually hits the target.
yeah, this is a very weird target.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't stand in like very specific spots, she just completely misses it for some reason, even though it's right there.
Okay, by the way, this switch is the worst switch in this game.
Yep, is the part like the area where you can stand to interact with it is so small. It's like smaller than all the others in the game.
Yeah, only
Super
for that.
annoying.
Only for the button, it is super small, so everyone except any percent runners hates it. So
Yeah, any percent runners don't have to deal with it because they just side flip into walls and that's the level.
but any percent won't get a chance to do this glitch. That I really like it. So here we go. So this one,
Yeah, this is my favorite.
This one I'm going to do is called the swift glitch. So if I do it correctly, no, she will actually Okay, there you go. So you cannot see, but actually game is trying to push Lara into certain direction. But if I get onto this ladder, you can see that Lara is just sliding through the level like this, ignoring every collision. So we're going to use this to go out of bounds and use the out of bounds swim glitch again that you saw at the sewer level. So let's see how that goes. Okay, got it. So now what we can do, we can just swim towards the end of the level like this. The level disappeared for a second there, so I was lost a little bit, but I hope I saved it correctly. Okay, there you go. Nice, I got it.
You should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
So
level is normally pretty long casually, and even in glitchless it takes a few minutes. But in this category, you can just swoop along and go for that end trigger.
So
This
now,
took quite some time to discover how that glitch works.
yeah,
It does different things depending on what you press and how you time it and how you jump onto that slope. Because it only happens on the corner of a slope if it's close to water, and that might just be the only place in the entire game where that's a thing. So it's even a miracle that we discovered this.
no, oh wait a second. So now here we are at the bottom trophies level. Normally it is a water level, so it is bad, but in the Speedrun we can do funny stuff with the water level. So that's why this level is actually really cool in the run. So I just clipped through an invisible wall and went out of bounds. And if I do a swan dive at this angle, I can again do an out of bounds swim. So you can probably guess that I'm going to just swim right towards the end level triggers. But here's the catch. Actually, I'll be swimming towards the end level triggers for the next map, because next level, because they are somehow in the same map, you know. So, oh, wait a second. Let's see. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there are like 3 different end level triggers in this area. Because after this level, you would have a boss fight with Curtis, which has 2 phases. And both of those triggers are here, so plastic here just triggered the very last one, which just gives you the hey, you defeated the boss cutscene.
Yeah, that level was supposed to be the Curtis level, so that's why you just saw Curtis on the cutscene there. And here you're going to get another leg upgrade, the last one, and then here I'm going to shred. That didn't work.
This is like one of the coolest things in the game. It's a shame that we only get to do it once, because the final upgrade for the sprint jump is all the way here.
Yeah.
And this is the second to last level, basically.
Oh, by the way, I didn't do the sprint jump for some reasons. Oh, by the way, you can notice this, but every time I do a quick save, actually the door just closes and reopens again. It happens in a lot of animation in this game, where just simple quick save just resets it. That's another thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
In the Angel of Darkness.
And warning headphone users right about now.
Got it. So yeah, so that was the blade skip. So normally you have to pull some switch to deactivate the trap, but we can just use another jump to just jump over it like this. It's actually easier than you think, but it does look cool.
Yeah, and I mean it is kind of easy to mess up if you're stressed about it. If you don't really pay much attention to it, then you just kind of get it and you move on. Kind of one of those, I think.
By the way, there is supposed to be a puzzle here, but yeah, you know, I think it's just a casual thing right now.
Yeah, there's a very convenient door that we can just get past.
And now here's the worst part of the run, unfortunately.
The creme de la creme, the most exciting part.
So this
which
is
we
the
call AFK.
yeah. So this is the final boss fight, and all you do is just crouch and wait until you can attack the boss. And we repeat that 2 more times, and that's the whole boss fight, you know. So
Yeah, and then you still have some stuff to do, but that's pretty much this boss fight. Yes.
yeah, this is pretty much the only thing that is stopping us right now. So actually, we actually do have some theory to skip this boss fight. Again, in this level, there's another water here, so when you can go out of bounds near the water, we can actually use that to skip the boss fight completely, because actually this game doesn't end with this final boss fight. It ends when you jump into the Neptune, which is located at the top of this room. So if we can go out of bounds near the water, we can actually swim towards the Neptune and just finish the game right away. This way we can skip the boss fight, but unfortunately we couldn't find a way to go out of bounds, so we're just stuck here, just pressing crouch key. Yeah. Like, if I want to make this interesting, I can actually try to look like this is actually is a skills involved by jumping over all those projectiles, but I think the chat will watch Lara crouching instead of jumping around, I think. Yeah, I think the chat
And
is...
fun fact, the quote-unquote boss after this one just kind of flies around and shoots projectiles at you, and you can juke them, but sometimes he can just snipe you. But a universal thing that works for both of these boss fights actually is the Commando crawl. You can just crawl on the ground, and well, of course you get under these projectiles that Eckhart is throwing at you right now, but also the guy after this, Karel, for some reason his snipes just don't connect if you're crawling around. It just can't hit you. And it's really slow, but it's just funny.
Yeah. By the way, if there's we are out of things to talk about, I think this might be a great time to read out any message you want, because we definitely need it.
No worries. We got a few donations coming in here. We got a $10 donation from Anonymous saying they are absolutely loving this glitch cavalcade here. Like, this run has been absolutely nuts watching all this. Like, what on earth is going on? The answer is it's better than Glitchless, that's for sure.
Yes.
And we also have a $5 donation from Thicky Small saying, ooh, this is not my favorite game in the series, but my favorite series nonetheless. So thank you very much for playing it. And thank you both for your donations there as well. And Anonymous did put it towards the Super Monkey Ball All Difficulties Master One Skip bonus run. That's a mouthful and a half, that is there. But do please keep your donations coming in. And remember, all your donations right now are doubled. So do please keep them coming in as we watch the rest of the crouching action here. Crouching action, hidden Lara, I guess?
What?
Yes, so basically what we have to do is wait for the boss to enter the middle, and then just either shoot him or punch him while being close to him, because it doesn't work if you're far away.
I messed it up.
Basically, yeah, so he's gonna have to do an extra phase here because he got too close to him and he got shocked by him, and there's a time limit on how much you have to attack him. But if you do attack him, it triggers a cutscene where Lara pulls out one of the shards that she's supposed to stab him with. So basically, you attacking him during the boss fight kind of imitates the stab, except very poorly, because they had like no time to finish this.
I just wanted to play around with him, so you can just shoot him once and he will move on to the next phase. But I just wanted to play around with it, so I tried to punch him, and that made me go too close to the boss. So yeah, I deserve that, to be honest. Yeah. Let's actually play seriously this time.
Yeah, so you can just shoot him, but you still have to get like kind of close to him, otherwise the cutscene doesn't trigger for some reason.
Yeah, also we can talk about this. Like, some of you might think, hey, is it possible to go out of this force field with all those wall clip method? And unfortunately, the reason why we never test that theory is because actually this force field is not actually a wall. Instead, it's everything outside of this area. So if you could possibly might be able to pass this wall, but the game kind of cheats and just put you back in no matter what.
Yeah, so all of our dreams are broken, basically, of skipping the clip out of the area way. And the only other idea is what Plastic talked about earlier, is in the puzzle section where we just kind of got past the gate without interacting with the area at all. In that section, we could technically maybe clip out of bounds using enemies to push us out, but I'm pretty sure I speak for a few of us at least when I say that I've tried, and not only is it nightmare, but I've also haven't even been able to get it once.
I got it once but actually there's another wall there. So if you how if you try to go say crowd near the walls near the water, actually you have to do extra steps to clip in, and that actually makes using Commando Crow to clip much more harder. So I don't think that's actually possible for now. So unless we found some
Yeah, most likely not.
yeah. So actually, let's actually try to finish the fight.
Yeah, normally in that puzzle area, you're supposed to collect 3
Bios, yeah.
vials, yeah, and I think one of them or 2 of them are tied to trap. That you
There's
have
a
to
really
activate
funny
and then escape.
yeah, there's a really funny method to pick them up, but unfortunately, it is useless for now.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we would use it if we were able to skip this fight, because the only way we could skip it would be swimming out of bounds, and the only way we could do that is collecting them, because collecting those vials and then placing them where the game wants you to deactivates like electricity around the water that is in that area. Because normally if you try to enter the water, it just one hit kills you because it's filled with electricity. But if you deactivate that, then the water is completely fine.
Yeah, Carol is really being naughty to me. I think I never
Yeah,
got it.
he's sniping you hardcore.
At least he doesn't attack me while I'm on ladder, so. Okay.
Yeah, and even if he does shoot at you, Lara just doesn't care. It just goes through her.
Yeah, here's the final jump. After I hit the trigger correctly, the run will end. So get ready to stop the timer. Just a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah, this jump
Time.
is kind of tricky. You need the railing to push you up
Yeah.
during your jump. It's kind of tough. And GG.
Yeah. Sadly, because of the setup, we actually had to turn off the FMV, so we don't actually get to see the ending video. There is one, although there is no credits for some reasons. We just go.
Yeah, credits only exist on the PS2 version.
Yeah. It is weird, but I also kind of understand why. Maybe? Yeah. Yes, it has been, my internet has caused a lot of trouble, so sorry for everyone. Had to go through all those splicing, I guess. Yeah, sorry about that, but luckily I was able to finish the run, so thanks for watching. And also, huge thanks to Dragon King to join here and give some awesome commentary. Yeah.
Thank you for submitting this wonderful run, this wonderful category, and this amazing game. I love to see it being represented.
Yeah, it is your baby, you know.
Yeah, thank you to the Tomb Raider community as well.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else we would like to say?
Well, I'm pretty much done, so I'm gonna say good luck to rest of the runners, and I hope everyone have a great day. Yeah, thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the marathon, guys.